Hi Cancer, welcome to your reading for the month of January. It's already 2024, so I hope you're all well. This is a general read, so feel free to take what resonates and leave the rest. We're going to start off the monthly reading with some affirmation cards and see what Spirit wants to bring forward. And then we'll delve into the oracle cards, the psychic tarot oracle cards, and clarify with some Rider-Waite. I've also got some Sacred Traveller Oracle cards to get some messages from, as well as the Gratitude Oracle deck. And then we'll wrap things up and finalise the reading with some further spirit messages. Okay, let's dive right in. Thank you for all your likes, shares and subscribes. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Coming out of meditation for your reading. There was lots and lots of shifts. I feel like some of you are standing your ground, okay? And that's not a bad thing. I do feel like it's not time to try and pull the wool over Cancer's eyes, because I get a sense of you standing quite strong, standing in your power, and, you know, really sticking to it, you know, and I'm, what's the word? Sticking to your guns over something. So for some of you, one of you, maybe many of you, you're starting to I don't want to say fight back, because, you know, fight back's a bit strong, but I do get a sense of you just standing up for what you believe in and what's right for you. And that's all good. That is good. Recreating the balance. I did pre-shuffle all the cards, but I always like to give them a bit of a wake up for you. Okay, I see clearly actions of manipulation. I see the truth. Well, there you go. That sort of backs up the message that was given coming out of meditation. There's no backing down for some. And I do feel that you are a driving force. So, you know, if some of you are going through some stuff, sorry, I just needed to shift my table. You know, you're certainly going to be leading the way, leading others. I anchor the boundless light in my heart. I am divine. Yes, you are. And you are. I do get a sense of being, you know, very heavily protected and guided at this time. So you're being given any strength or courage or determination to stand your ground over something, to see through, you know, anything that's being manipulated or being shown to you, and you know deep down deep inside in your gut that it's not right and it's not correct. So you see the truth. I see clearly actions of manipulation, and I see the truth. And I think the message that was given to you, that I said that when I came out of meditation, was about not pulling the wool over Cancer's eyes. And I certainly feel that. I feel very strong. I feel very determined and very, you know, some of you are standing on your own, standing very independent. But the strength that you're exuding is really, really intense. I am safe to explore new love with others. So, you know, for some of you, it could be that you are done with the past. You are done with the way you've been manipulated in the past, or, you know, coerced or gaslighted, or, you know, they're very strong words for Spirit to be channeling at the moment. But, you know, perhaps now you're venturing out. Now, this isn't necessarily a love reading, but if this is, you know, what someone is connecting with, that it is to do with you now going, okay, well, I'm not going to be made a fool of anymore. I'm not going to go down the same pathway. I have learned the lessons from the past, and I know now it's safe to explore new love with others. Go for it. Because I feel like you're being very protected and guided by the divine, by Spirit and your guides at this time. I'm hearing 4, the number 4, so you may see a lot of 444. And actually, when I'm looking at my camera, it's got 444. So yeah, keep an eye out for those numbers. My heart is open to freely expressing love. There you go, Cancer. You're ready for love. Okay, and as I said, this is not a love reading. It could also be the love that you have for yourself. If you've been through something in the past, it could be that you're standing in your own power. If you're not someone that's out there looking for love and wanting love and ready for love, it could be that you're exploring that love within yourself. Okay, so for some, you know, if it's not seeking this in a partner, It's that you're spending that time. And I do feel that this month you're certainly starting off as you mean to go on, other words that I'm being given. So you're certainly seeing things clearer, you're seeing through the BS, so to speak, and you're coming from a place of love and light, but you're also learning to love yourself more and appreciate yourself more, you know. And if you are looking for love, you know, you're being given the green light. They're saying, you know, that you're safe to explore new love with others, and you're feeling that too, and your heart is open, and you're expressing love. You know, we must always come from a place of love and light. So let's delve a bit deeper and see what else comes up. As I said, this isn't a love reading, but who knows what, you know, it's whatever spirit messages need to give you for the month of January. But, you know, to come from, you know, possibly not always putting yourself first to now really seeing your importance and seeing, you know, that you do need to, you know, possibly honour yourself and see yourself differently, then that's great. That's obviously what is needed. Thank you, spirits, angels and guides, for your guided messages for the beautiful sign of Cancer. What else do they need to hear? Oh, and I just heard the word see for the month of January. Okay. I've got a little bit of a pain in my throat. Now, I don't currently have a sore throat or anything, and I didn't have prior to starting this reading, but I get a sense, and it's on my right side, and the right side is the physical life, it's the divine masculine. So it could be, for some of you, you're needing to speak up, you're needing to speak, and this could be the first time that you've had the courage to say what needs to be said, to get those things off your chest, whether it's with someone else or whether it's, you know, just in general, whether it's within a job, you know, a role that you're in. It is going, you know, you've started the reading off really, really strongly, and, you know, the little key messages there have certainly, you've sort of hit the ground running. You've got the Ace of Swords there, so you are being protected at this time, divinely protected, and, you know, you're assured success, because for anybody that's venturing out into a new beginning, you know, they're saying that things are going to be different moving forward. So if you've gone through quite a bit in the run up to 2024, and 2023 wasn't always smooth sailing, I'm hearing, then 2024 is starting off very differently for you. And that can sometimes, you know, you might connect with this reading in that way and go, well, yeah, my life's totally changed, and you feel totally different too, which is a good thing. Okay, the more we can welcome in change. Now, I know it's not easy, and it can feel uncomfortable and uncertain and bring up, you know, a little bit of emotion and fear, but they're saying the more you can welcome it in, then the easier it will be. You're assured success for whoever's venturing out into the new, whether that's into a new partnership, new relationship, new business, or just life is different and you're treading the grounds of newness. All right, you have got a reminder here to take your health seriously, and that is not in an alarm bell thing. It's a vibration of 4, so it means to just take action, you know. And it could be that you've been putting off things, you know, and you know, ignoring the fact that you're tired, and, you know, just pushing to get to the end of last year. But it's now saying it's time to recreate the balance, to take some time out to rest, rejuvenate. You know, for some of you, you've been through a lot, and the 4 gives a sense of action. It is a reminder also, 4s are also a reminder that the angels are around you. So ask for assistance, ask for some guidance, ask to, you know, have your fears taken away. If you know, going through that uncertainty and that shift, moving through change, you know, ask the angels to give you a little bit more loving support, and they certainly will step in and do that for you. So that's really nice. You also, I was given the number 4 at the start, so there is definitely, you may be connecting with or seeing a lot of 4s. These two wanted to come out together, so we're gonna take them. You know, don't let fear hold you back, because for some, you know, the more you sit and wonder about things, the more you overthink things, the more I see fear creeping in. And for some of you, you have got certain decisions and choices to make. And when we're stepping into the new, and we're stepping into new beginnings, which you have, you've got the Ace of Swords there. It is easy to fall back into old patterns. It's easy to, allow fear to overcome us. We're not our emotions, so don't allow your emotions to get the better of you, and especially the fear one. Change can feel uncomfortable, but as Spirit said before to you, that the more you can welcome it in and open, not necessarily open your arms to it. I was going to say that, and then I thought, no, that's it's not an easy thing to do, but you have got some decisions and choices to make, but for the better, okay, for strong foundations. There is another reminder here to get out of your head a little bit, and you are still going to need to stand your ground over something. So if you have had to speak your truth, activate that throat chakra, get your point across, and it could be to do with that. I see clearly actions of manipulation. I see the truth. You see it for what it is, and it's now time, Cancer, to speak your truth. Okay, and that was that pain in my throat because it's just resurfaced, it's just come back to remind you, and there's a need to stand your ground. Okay, now that stand your ground card is also the Seven of Wands, so it is a triumphant, it's now time for you to take your power, move forward with it, and stand your ground. There's a lot of spirit activity in this house today. I can hear them moving stuff around, and there's only me here. You've got the Ace of Wands as well, so a lot of Wands energy, which, they're spiritual cards, and they mean that you're stepping into your own, you're stepping into your power, and moving forward in such a strong way. So that's really, really good. Saying that you're safe to explore love. Some of you have gone through heartache and loss, okay? And January is going to give you that opportunity to do some healing. Things come up for a reason, to give us the opportunity as souls to go on down that healing pathway. So, search up, seek out someone that can help you and guide you on that as well. More for energy, that the more we hold off making change and stepping into the new, the harder it gets, because we get that inner feeling, inner knowing, and I feel like a lot of you are, that, you're done with the old cycle, you're done with the way things are. But it is also very new, so it's harder sometimes to step into the new. So I feel like this reading is indicating people that have already gone through stepping into the new and are navigating through those early months, early stages. And there's also people that are about to go through step into the new, and things are breaking away. And it's not a negative, it's more a sense of the old is falling away. I'm hearing old systems, old patterns, old routines, and I feel like for some that have gone without or have gone through some loss are suddenly realizing that some of that stuff that they held on to so tightly to, they don't need it anymore. They don't need it anymore. It's not important. So that's where I get a sense of Cancer really stepping into their strength, their power, their courage in the month of January, and not, like I said before, not taking any BS from anyone, and seeing things for what they are. And once things get uncovered and you see things clearly, you can't unsee it, you can't pull away from it, you can't dull it down. It's almost like, whoa, the shutters are wide open, the lights come in, I can see things exactly the way they are now. And moving forward, it's going to be a strength, it's going to be a power for you, because you're not gonna repeat old patterns. You're done. It's like an old karmic pattern, karmic cycles been ended, it's ended out, okay, and that door's fully closed, which is really, really good. But you're in the month of January, it is a strong month for you, but you are navigating some of those emotions, some of that feeling of heartache and loss, because you've got the Three of Swords there. So for some of you, that could be to do with a relationship, it could be to do with an old job, and I say old job because I do feel you're stepping into the new. I'm just going to ask them, I'm just going to pull 3 more cards. Yeah, so you're moving into February. You are going to step into some new territory for some, but good, in the sense of it's exactly what is. It's been coming a while. So for some of you have been on the cusp or on the verge of making a shift, making a move, stepping away from something, stepping into what is truly divinely meant for you, then that's what you're doing. Okay, let's get some clarifiers from here. You've got your sacral chakra on the bottom, which for me is the rising of the Kundalini energy, the stepping up. You've got the base chakra there, so these two together, the Kundalini energy is rising. So this, and that's when I got the sense of it has been coming for a while. The energy, the strength, the courage, the 8, the power, which is really, really good, really positive card. And you've got the universe there, okay, which is the world card in traditional tarot, which is probably, you know, it's such a good way to, you know, step into from, you know, what you've been navigating in the past. And I say it is the past because it is done, but you're still treading a little bit carefully, treading a little bit cautiously, and that's okay. You're finding your feet again for some of you. But yeah, getting back to the sacral chakra, your Kundalini energy is rising, and your strength and your courage and your power is coming up. And I don't see that changing. I just see that rising and rising. So, you know, and this governs our sexual organs, but it does also govern our personal power, standing up for yourself. And you did have the reminder, the 7 of Wands, or the Stand Your Ground card, saying that there is going to be a need in the month of January for you to stand your ground, stand firm. So the 7 at the top there of this card, the 7 vibrational energy, is transformation, okay? And we go through things as souls so that we can transform, we can ascend, we can rise up and level up, so to speak. So whatever you've been through, it has been worth it, because it's going to give you what you need to move forward, okay? And I know sometimes when we're going through some tough stuff that, it's, you know, a bit of a ride, but it is to allow you to grow and learn as a soul. And you've certainly taken it on board, and there's nothing here that you haven't taken in your stride. And so you are gonna, you know, get through this month, and by the end of it, you know, be raring to go into the next month in such a strong way. And I feel like you're going to get things a lot clearer by the end of January. I feel like if things are a little bit unclear, a little bit foggy, a little bit hazy at around this time, or whenever you watch this reading, you're going to find by the end of the month, things are going to become quite, I'm hearing the words transparent, quite clear, because the blinkers have been taken off and you're seeing things for what they are, which is certainly really, really good. So let's ask the Spirit and Angels and Guides for a little bit more clarification on anything that's been already said. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. What else does the sign of Cancer need to know for the month of January? For some of you, there is a sense of perfectionism. Things don't have to be perfect in order for you to move on. And there's the throat chakra again. Things don't have to be perfect for you to move on. So if you're sitting or holding back on stepping into the new because you're going, okay, well, it's not ready, I don't have enough, or it's not right, if you go with what feels right for you, what I'm hearing is it doesn't have to be perfect for you to be ready, or for it to be ready. Take it as it resonates. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, for some of you, you've gone through some deep, dark healing, which is not, you know, it's not a negative. The dark stuff, the dark side of the soul, the deep, dark healing that we all have to go through at some point, is because we put it off. You know, it's all the stuff that we've tucked down, all the stuff we put off, you know, say, oh, we'll do that later, put it off, tuck it down, push it down, goes down deep, it comes up. You've got Temperance energy, okay? So for some of you, I get a sense, I've got some Taurian energy coming through. So for some of you, you may have Taurus in your chart, or you may be a cross watcher, or you may be have a Taurian around you, I do feel like they're a good influence, they're a calming influence around you. Yeah, things had to come to a head for some of you. Things had to come to a head, and the outcome is what it needs to be. As some of you are getting over a little bit of heartbreak, and there was that connection with that before. Just going to ask. This is going to go deep, but I'm just going to see if I can just get what is... Let's just have a little look at that. Yeah. Some of you had to walk away. Some of you had to walk away. Okay. This is an interesting one for me, because sometimes we stay so focused on the 3 cups that are laying on the floor of what we've walked away from. But if we turn ourselves to have a look at these 2, what's in those 2 cups is so much more than what these 3 cups ever was. And that could be for any of you that are transitioning through change, moving into the new, and hesitant or resisting it. But trust that whatever's in these 2 cups is way, way better than what you've just walked away from, or what you're walking away from with this one. Just one more, please, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah. So for some of you, you're on your guard, and that's understandable. High Priestess energy. Start, manifesting. Focus more on what you do want and what you not want. Focus on what you do want, not what you don't want, okay? Because I feel like they're listening. The universe is listening. And what do you want? Okay? Stepping into your power. Okay, thank you, spirits, angels, and guides. I'm just going to pull some oracle cards. I do feel like this could go even further, but I'm going to do a mid-monthly, so we'll hopefully, we'll delve into whatever's transpired between now and when that comes to you. Okay, thank you, spirits, angels, and guides. What does a beautiful sign of Cancer need to know? Yeah, transformation. There we go. Transformation. And what it says down the bottom, a fresh new way of living emerges. So you're stepping into the new, you're stepping out. You're like the phoenix rising. Whatever you've been through, you're coming through it, and you're coming through it quite victorious, which is the triumphant success, new beginnings, the Ace of Swords, So that's a really good, I'm going to put one more. Yeah, Voyage of the Heart, love throws, not throws, love throws. Love flows through you and to you. So the divine and your angels and guides and your loved ones that have passed over are really sending you a lot of love at the moment. Okay? You can do this. So whatever it is, you will get through it, and whatever it is that you've been through, you've come through it. Okay? This is a good, very positive reading. Yeah, and look deep, look further, look within. Look beneath the surface. I'm hearing this word down the bottom is between. 51, the 6th vibration. Things aren't always what they seem on the surface, but when we go within, maybe through meditation or just taking some time out by yourself to rest and rejuvenate and take some time out in nature, you will see things a lot clearer. Okay, and as was said before, that by the end of this month, by the end of January, things will be a lot clearer for you if they're not feeling very clear at the moment. All right, I'm just going to ask for some final messages. These are positive messages, inspiration, I want to say. Spirits, angels, and guides. What does the beautiful sign of Cancer need to hear to finish off this lovely reading? It's certainly a strong month for you to start the year off. Why not get it all out the way? You know, we always think, you know, we get given the opportunity by the end of the previous year to round things up, close doors, and you've done a lot of work, okay? A lot of you have been through a lot, done a lot of work, and got yourself quite far. So feel proud of how far you've come. But we always think, you know, that, okay, start the new year afresh. And I feel like you've pretty much done that. So if there's just a little bit, or some of you are still sitting back, hoping that it's all just gonna go back the way it was, or even for some, hoping that, you know, some opportunity is just gonna fix everything. There is, for some, the need to just make some change, or to change a few things, okay? Not all of you, some of you are already beyond that and have already done it. Impossible is just one person's opinion, okay? Life isn't about finding yourself, life is about creating yourself. So for some of you, you are creating yourself, okay? Oh, upside down. Without a vision for your future, you will always return to your past. So this is where the High Priestess was, for me today, it was reminding you to start manifesting. Tell the universe, tell spirit, tell God, whatever you follow and call to, what you want, okay? Because the universe doesn't know the difference between what you want and what you don't want. So without a vision for your future, you will always return to your past. That could also be a reminder that this month, the month of January, for some of you, it could be about getting clear in your head what you do want. And that makes sense if you've come through closing a door, ending out a cycle, and you're not sure at this moment what you want. January is going to give you that opportunity to get things very clear, okay? So you need to be clear on what you want and focus on it. Don't focus on what you don't want. And try not to dwell on the past. You know, you've got some healing to do. Don't focus on the heartache and loss and anything that's gone, okay? We use the past just as a tool to learn, heal, and grow from. But it's done. We can't go back. We can't change what's already happened. But we can create the future because it's not set in stone. I've heard 3 more. So you also might see a lot of 6s. So a lot of 4s in this reading and a lot of 6s. Only look back to see how far you've come. So that just backs up what was just said, what was just channeled from Spirit about, you know, we use the past as a tool to just look back and learn, heal, and grow from it. But you can't go back. You can't change it. So only look back to see how far you've come and feel proud of how far you've come. Being kind was never wasted. So that kindness, Cancer, needs to come to you first, remember. Okay, because when the better you treat yourself, the better others treat you, because you then vibrate at that energy. And I feel like, yeah, that's part of what this original part of the reading was saying, that you're not going to take no unkindness or mistreatment or anything anymore. You're done with that. So you're really standing your ground, standing firm, standing up for yourself. So being kind is never wasted. And you are a kind sign. You are a kind person. So just, yeah, it's never wasted. So don't change because other people are that way. Just keep being you. You are entirely up to you. Yes, you are. Okay, it's up to you. You have a choice. Your choices are yours, so therefore your outcomes are yours. You have a choice how you treat yourself, how you stay positive, focus on what you do want and not focus on what you don't want. But I really like this for you, Cancer. I do feel like it's almost, for some of you, you're coming out of your shell. You're coming out of, you know, perhaps the way life was, the way you were told to be or made to be, and now you're stepping up, stepping out. Taking back your power, finding your strength, finding your courage, and moving on in such a strong way. Everything will become clearer by the end of January, because this is really a good strong month for you, setting some groundwork, setting some foundations for something, and you know, saying it like it is. We can still be kind when we, you know, when we speak, when we communicate and activate our throat chakra. But you have got some choices, movement and decisions to make. You do need to, you know, take some action in some areas, but also make sure that you're balancing, you know, what you're doing and what you're saying with equal amount of, you know, time for yourself. But it's a strong reading. It went from strength to strength, so it's a very strong reading for you, Cancer, and I really like it. Don't forget to check out your mid-monthly once I upload those, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next reading. I'm sending lots of love and light to you all. Take care and enjoy this month. Bye.